again for one last time. I take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I died about.
Good morning, Luke. How are you getting on today? Cameron has left messages in the Discord saying that 1 minutes are working really well to walk away with $50 up. That's not bad, especially on these markets. And I'm going to admit, I looked at the markets last night, 7 p.m. That's when I jumped on to look at the market, see what they were going to be like for tomorrow. And they were moving really well at 7 p.m. So I was quite surprised. Managed to get on a call with one of our customers and took a trade on one of the markets, and it's absolutely perfect. So you never know. I mean, that time of the night actually might be pretty good. Going back 6 months, never after 6 p.m. you'd never be able to take a trade after that because everything starts slowing down. But for some weird reason, it started speeding back up because it did the opposite of what it's meant to do. So it's absolutely perfect. Good morning, Kemi. Absolutely perfect. Thank you for coming on the 11:30 session. Absolutely perfect. Good to see you. Okay, so USD JPY. That's what I've been seeing today. USD JPY has been apparently moving in some really good ways, fairly consistent, and it does actually look really nice today. So we're going to be looking at USD JPY. Obviously, JPY is going to be the strongest currency. So let me just check 83% on a pocket option account. That is going to be your payout. We're just seeing what's happening here at the moment. There seems to be a little bit of a resistance for the uptrend, which is good for us because we're going to take it 3 minutes. 3 minutes with the trend with the JPY, so we're going down. So it's absolutely perfect. I'm going to look at today's range like I do every time. 136529, 13. So there's 150 points up for grabs at the moment. So we just have to beat. No, sorry, 100. Where are they 150 from? Sorry, 100 and 110. Sorry, I can't add up. What's going on? Okay, so we've still got a few points to get down to today's range, which is absolutely perfect. I don't think USD is going to give us any trouble whatsoever. Does seem to be a dead market today. So let me have a look at the Forex Factory, see what's happening. So we've got all of this news on the USD. So at the moment, we're not fighting anything. That's the next set of news at 1:30. It's a crude oil day. Okay, crude oil means if you look around here, USD, crude oil, everything's USD. Okay, so that basically means that problems with the USD isn't going to give us any problems on the JPY or any other currency it's fighting against. So hopefully we do get trends going down in one direction, but JPY is the strongest. Once it crosses that trail line, I'm going to wait for that confirmation going through the trail line. I'm going to take it for 3 minutes going down. So hopefully this one clears on the trail line. If it doesn't, I don't care. Absolutely fine. We'll wait for it. That's all it is. Trading is a waiting game. We have to sit here and wait for the trades to appear before we can take them. Okay, so we're all good on this. You're just really telling me. Okay, so it's all on sales at the moment. But just remember, we have to trade differently now because the holidays, school holidays are kicked in. Everyone's going away, going around the world. Those currencies will be affected by the amount of money being put through the system. And you'll start seeing some odd candles start developing. Okay, so just be careful when you're trading on your own because this will happen to you. Okay, that's why now you have to sort of change the way that you trade. We have to do it as well by taking one trade at a time. 3 or 4 trades on a candle, that is very, very risky. I wouldn't do it. Okay, so take your time with it. The number of trades that you're going to be taking through this period and through August is going to be reduced because a lot of the time you'll take a trade and go, it's not going to go the right way. And it doesn't go the right way. So that's why you have to be a little bit careful with what we're now doing. Okay. So just a little heads up on that. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Let me just do something here. Oh, I'm not even. What is that? Okay. That's right. Okay. Right. So as you can tell, we've got a bit of a bounce back here that happened on this candle. Looking at the 1 minute now, the 1 minute does kind of look a little bit all over the place. But it's not the end of the world. It does look all over the place, but the MACD is still telling me it's coming down. So that is not the end of the world. So that's absolutely fine on that. So now we've got basically we've got a chart that's sort of going in our favor because the 1 minute will always favor the 5 because you can see what's happening in the background of that 1 5-minute candle. And we've got a strong MACD coming down. So again, wait on the next candle, see what happens. That MACD has got to get a little bit weaker before I take it to come back down. And I'm assuming you guys would feel the same way because at the moment we're still strong coming back up. Okay, we've got neutral. Okay, we've got one neutral. Everything's starting to go into reverse. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So we'd have to sit here and wait for this. So I apologize for that. But like I said, we have to trade differently now, the way that the markets are going. At the moment, we're sat here at the moment. It's not doing anything. So 690 is the number. If you look at Pocket Option and look at your broker, they're both saying the same numbers. So the accuracy is there today. There was an update on the server, last night, just to improve the accuracy for you. And it's always constantly updating. So at the moment, we're sat at 690, 691 on that. That's absolutely fine. So it is sort of getting there. Never really see a candle stay like this for a long time. But remember, we've got 1 minute candle to clear at the moment. Let's see what the next one does. Wow. So we have a green label sat at a certain price, but the price does look like it's starting to come down. Okay, so I'm going to wait for that MACD to give me the confirmation that it's going to come back down. That's what I'm going to do right now. If you're taking trades and you feel comfortable with taking them, let me know in the chat. If you clear any trades, put some $signs in the chat as well. Just let us know, because this looks like it is going to probably end up as a dead candle. So what we're probably finding here is there's consolidation happening in this area. So what you do to mark out consolidation, you go to your trend tools, then go to horizontal line. You mark up the bottom of that previous candle coming down, and you mark the top of that candle going up. So here's your area. This is your area of trading. So every single time it comes into consolidation zone, this is how tiny it gets. Okay, so you can always mark up consolidation. So what we're doing now, we're now waiting for this to either break out coming back up, go over the top of this line, or to come back down and go through the bottom line. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, so if you look at where it's overbought, MACD is over the top. I'm hoping for a downtrend candle. Okay, so we've already got two indicators lined up ready to come back down. Now all we need to do is to get that trail line to come down and move with the candle. That's all we're waiting for. And regarding the 1 minute and 3 minute trades, I'm old school. I will always go with the trend, 3 minutes with the trend. If 1 minute works for you, then take 1 minute. Even if 2 minutes works for you, it doesn't really matter. That's how you trade. We only trade the way we trade, and you trade how you trade. So it's all good on that. Oh my days, this hasn't moved. So 699 on that. I was dropping maybe 1 or 2 points up and down, but it's not really doing a lot. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so we just wait. What we'll do is, at the moment, price is not as low as it was yesterday. That's absolutely fair enough. So with the strength, we're looking at JPY to bring this back down. USD's got a little bit stronger. Absolutely fine. Not worried about it. Not worried about it whatsoever. I just need to add something on here. Where is it? That's it there. And that. Okay. So I'm not really worried about this at the moment because we're still with the JPY on this. The minute that MACD starts coming back down, whether or not the candle is going to be strong to come back down with the JPY, I'll still probably take a trade on this for the MACD to come back down. But that trail, we need this trail line to sort of maneuver itself in a neutral position to come back down. That's what we're waiting for on this. Absolutely fine. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, we've got a pullback on the 1 minute chart. It does seem to be really, really good. But this is why I'm going to take caution for you guys today. I'm not going to be doing more than, at most probably doing 3 or 4 trades on this session. I'm not going to take multiple because that's just the biggest risk you'd ever take. All you're doing is sitting there waiting for movement. That's all we're waiting for. That MACD is crazy. That's just pushing straight up. Okay, so 25 left on that, on this candle. Everything's gone back into the buy position. Strong buy. Okay. So like what Cameron said on the Discord, the 1 minutes might actually be working better than the 3 minutes. So it's entirely up to you guys how you want to trade this. Because remember, some 3 minute candles or 3 minute trades can clear a 1 minute candle, if that makes sense. So just be a little bit wary of that. Now, is that MACD going to push it? So at the moment, it's come to the line. It's come to the top of that area where the consolidation zone finishes and starts. So we're getting a little bit of a resistance here for price to go back up, but I'm pretty sure price will go back up. If it doesn't, then obviously you can either take a trade. If it goes to the top of that line, I'm going to take a trade to come back down, or you can simply take a trade midway through the candle, if that makes sense. But at the moment, it's not going to be clearing a trade because it's now going back up like I knew it would. We're still overbought conditions. Okay, it did go up a little bit, not a great deal, for an entry on this to come back down. But look at that MACD. Remember, guys, this is what you learn. Following this MACD as well, the indicator will tell you when the other trend is getting stronger and weaker. Okay, so always follow that MACD to confirm that the price for the uptrend and the downtrend is getting weaker. Okay, that's what I like about that indicator. When it gets to a lighter shade of green, that's telling me that the opposite currency is coming back down. At the moment, we're still strong. 1 minute, 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, that's gone neutral now. That wasn't a buy position, that's now gone neutral. So we may have a trend directional change coming up. Very, very tiny candle. Obviously, we're approaching the 12 o'clock mark. So obviously we should get either a pullback candle or a candle that goes in the right way. Hopefully 12 o'clock does give that to us. Oh my days, this is ridiculous. Absolutely crazy at the moment. Consolidation all the way at the moment. We need a little bit more power to come back down. JPY's obviously lost a little bit of strength. That's absolutely fine. This is what's going to happen for the time being. Okay, JPY just got stronger again. See how that changed in like the space of 20 seconds? One currency went stronger than the other and then went weaker and then got stronger again. So if any of you did take a trade on this to come back down, at the moment it is clearing at the moment because obviously it gave you a little bit of help at the top here because it didn't necessarily carry on going through the top line, and now the MACD is getting weaker. So hopefully we get a good entrance to come back down. Okay, so at the moment, not really much of an entrance at the moment, so that's why I'm going to say to you, wait for the next candle. Okay, if you have taken it at the top of this candle, then obviously you're clearing. Absolutely perfect, well done. But I do not think that this will drop as much as what we're expecting. Because price, in theory, is actually getting stronger in the USD's favor. So that was gone neutral again. This is all gone to sell and strong sell. So I would never have taken an entry at the bottom of that candle because obviously it was going to bounce back up. But at the moment, if you came to the price of 733, no, sorry, not 733, 732 at the moment, it would be clearing. This is how dodgy this is. One trade at a time. It's so dodgy at the moment. Okay, be wary of that. So basically, if you hit a trade at between 728 and 733, obviously good entries to come back down. But we're basing this on the chart actually moving in a good direction. At the moment, the chart is not moving in the right direction. JPY got weaker again. Look at the difference now. We've lost 1 bar on the JPY. USD's gained a bar. But you notice it doesn't want to cross. It will not want to cross this top ceiling here. At the moment, it's just bouncing off of it, basically. The closer it gets to it, the better for it to bounce back down. This is so slow. very slow markets. We will get there. We will get there, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to wait 10 seconds on this candle. If it's going to bounce, all right. If it's going to bounce, it's probably going to bounce off that line. We've got a little bit of support here to come back down. Okay, so it's started to maneuver back down slightly. Entries on this, if you were quick enough to get in, obviously it didn't make that slight jolt just a second ago. 727 would be come back down. If you have missed that, trying to give you, at the moment, it's frozen on the spot at 717. Sorry, 716, it's frozen on the spot. So again, this may well pull back up. MACD is getting weaker. Fingers crossed we get a pull down. If you have taken a trade on this at 727, it's just so bizarre how this is all working out because it doesn't want to cross the top line. It doesn't want to cross the ceiling. It's coming up and then coming back down again. So obviously use this line as a point of entry. So that line set up at 742. It went to 732. Okay, so if you have taken a trade, you are now clearing when it bounced back. Hopefully we do get that last minute push on this to come back down. If you have taken a trade, let us know in the chat. 732 and 727 would have been absolutely perfect on a normal day. We're classing this as a normal day, okay? All right. So we have to do what we've got to do. We've got to follow the rules. At the moment, 727 to 733 is actually clearing. Okay. It's very difficult sometimes to get an entry on these trades, but obviously you're waiting for that pause. And these trades are pausing more than 10 seconds. So you're sort of like, do I take it or don't I? Okay. I always say to myself, count to 3, wait for it to get to a good price, count to 3, and then take it. Well done, Luke. Good clearance on that one, mate. Good job. Good job on that. So we did have a little bit of resistance for the uptrend. That's absolutely fine. That's what we was looking for. JPY has obviously gone up 1 bar, and USD still said the same. But I'm favouring the JPY on this because it's just about to cross the trail line. Once it's crossed that, MACD and Stockline are going to be following suit, and then we'll be jumping on trades, every single candle coming down until it's ready to go back up. Hopefully it works out that way. If it doesn't, no problem, because you've already cleared a trade, Luke. Don't worry. It's all good. One trade at a time. Okay, I took one trade at 720 and it's clearing. So that's all good. I'm happy with that. So I'm 21 points in the clear. I've got 2 seconds left and it's clear. Okay, so that one was a good one. That's a good one. Sitting here and waiting for this trade to set up was perfect. Okay. If you incorporate this into your normal day-to-day trading without being on a call, be patient with it. Okay. Because what you would seem as a good candle could end up being the wrong candle. But this was the correct candle. This candle here was the correct one. Absolutely fine on that. So I'm assuming 5 would be a sell. Okay, it's gone neutral again. So this is probably telling me that price we may now get a bounce back to come back up, but that's fine. Because I know there's a weak spot. There's a weak spot around 732 to come back down. So if it wants to come back up, that's absolutely fine. 732, I'll take another trade coming back down. That's it. That's it, Luke. Well done. Okay, so USD JPY is still good. What's it still get 83% payout on that, so that's still a good currency pair to be on. USD is not going to go up any more strength at the moment. 723 cleared. Well done, Kemi. Absolutely perfect. Good job. Good job, 723. That was a good clearance. Absolutely perfect. So now it's coming back up. So we managed to catch that trade before it started coming back up, which is absolutely perfect. We had to realize and count this as a normal day. Okay? Because if you don't trade like it is on normal day, you'll never trade. Okay? You have to trade no matter what the consequences are. You have to know when to take that trade and what day you're comfortable with. Okay? So that's why we say to you, one trade at a time during the school holidays, because markets are going to be like this. That's absolutely perfect. That was actually a good. That was a clearance. Luke, what was your entry price on that one? I got it at 720. Kenny got 723. So she actually got a better entry than me. I want to. Can you let us know what your entry was? Put it in the chat for us. If you want to know what the entry is, the last three numbers on your closed trade, you can open it up and it will say No, yeah, open price was 720 or something. So yeah, so let us know what that was. 060. 060. When USD JPY. Am I reading that right? Hang on. Luke, you're on OTC, mate. You're on a wow. Even OTC you cleared it. Oh, 699, okay. That's cool. Okay, 699. That was absolutely perfect. So you still clear 699. Okay, so now we've got the label. Remember, guys, you're catching trades all the time. That label would come up. So it probably is now indicating to me that one of these candles is going to push through this trail line. And it's starting to show me weakness on the USD slightly. So that's a good thing that goes in our favor. So we want to be trading against the USD to come back down. Remember, guys, I always say on the call, wait for a bounce back. If the bounce back happens, then you can take a trade going back the opposite way. Okay, if it crosses this trail line, I now know these trends are coming down. So the label was there. It's a perfect trade on this. Obviously, I'd like to have been a little bit higher than this. It wasn't a great entry on my part. So 698, that was my entry, it was rubbish. So basically it came back. It came as close as it possibly could to that price 732 and came back down. So if you have taken a trade on this, even a late entry, you still be clearing this. So I'm at 698, clearing by 21 points. If you did take a trade on this, well done. It's now crossed through the trail line. As you can tell, it's giving me a bounce back, giving me a bounce back. So it's giving you so when it comes back to another price, obviously, if you've missed it, it gives you an opportunity to take another trade. But that's on a normal market. These are not normal. So if you did manage to grab one, basically grab one from 716 to 710, you're going to win this trade. Because that is literally just picked up momentum in the USD and the JPY's favor. And guess what? USD just dropped into JPY, but it's managed to pull this candle. Guys, if you haven't taken this, please tell me you took this trade. Let me know in the chat what your entry prices were if you're clearing. At the moment, I'm clearing 684, and that was a bad entry. That was a proper bad entry on this. Let me know if you are in this trade. Give me your entry price. The label was there, gave me the 70% lockout on the top of that candle. The label came up, bang, I'm in the trade. Absolutely perfect. So at the moment, it's sat at 670. Heading downwards. So now it's crossed that trail line. Okay, crossed that trail line. It's now staying in this consolidation zone, which is kind of perfect because I was wanting it to come back down. Let me know in the chat if you cleared this. Perfect. Good job. Well done, Luke. Well done. Perfect. We saw that candle come up. Now we're getting into the realms of will it go back down into a normal trend? Now, following the MACD, we cleared a trade on this one. We cleared a trade on that one. Okay, so that's two trades we've cleared. At the moment, I am only 10 seconds off this, and I don't think I'm going to lose because nothing's happening on the USD, which is absolutely perfect. JPY is getting a little bit weaker, but it's still strongest. Just following my own rules, guys, taking those 3 minutes with the trend. A little bit more stability with the 3 minutes. 1 minute, you have to be in and out of the trade as quickly as you possibly can before things start moving back up. So that's why I don't really like the 1 minutes as such. The 3 minutes are a lot more, you know, helps you out a little bit more because if the trade does go the opposite way, you've got then like, you know, how many minutes you've got left on your trade for that to come back down to that price. So that's why the 3 minutes is always a good thing to have, to use that to use that rule in your normal day-to-day trading. Right, so that one has cleared. So at the moment, I think I'm 3-0. No, 2-0, sorry. 2-0 on that one. Kemi, did you manage to get into that one? Because that was perfect. Okay, so I think trends may start changing direction. Now I'm going to wait for this. If it gives me a better price, did it give me a better price? I'm not sure yet. So let's see what USD is doing. USD is doing absolutely nothing. We're getting a little bit of strength from the USD, but it's not really doing that much. So I'm going to sit here and wait on this one. Okay, so there's a rejection happening now. It's come into that line and bouncing. Come to the trail line and bouncing. 3%. That's it. Okay, so this may well be a pullback. If it is a pullback, then obviously it's giving you the opportunity to take. That's okay, Kemi. No worries, no worries. If it's bouncing back, it's giving you the opportunity to take one to go back the opposite way, giving you a better price. But at the moment, it's sat at a price of 679, and it looks like it's coming down. Okay, so this is now acting like a normal candle. Okay, it's giving you the bounce back. If any of you did take a trade on this to come back down, you are clearing at the moment because the best price here was it was 683. It was absolutely phenomenal from where it came back up. If it doesn't clear, that's absolutely fine. This is one of the candles that I'm talking about. Having one go up, bounce, come back up, bounce again. It bounced 3 times. Bounced 3 times off that trail line. So obviously I'm waiting for some sort of kick up from the JPY. And that's what it's done. JPY has actually pulled this back down below that line. Actually clearing pretty well. The trail line was basically your entry price, which was really come down to 685. Yeah, 685. It basically took that and bounced off 685. And at the moment it's at 674. I was 1 point difference between the broker and the software, so that's actually pretty accurate. That's not bad. And there it goes. There you go. Then you take a trade on this at 685. If you did, this was actually a pretty good setup to come back down. Remember, the trail line was showing you what everything was. Luke, Kemi, did you get in on that? Because even a late entry, you still managed to catch a trade coming down. Let me know in the chat. I'm unlucky, mate. No worries. It's all good. It's all good. Remember, we're waiting for that pause. Remember, use the trail line as a position where the candle can bounce off of it. If you see it bounce once, follow it. If it bounces twice, you're in for a good chance on this. And if it bounces 3 times, I'm going to take that trade. Watch it go up. Watch it go back up. That's all you got to do. Watch it come back up, bounce 3 times. A minimum of 3 times for that candle. On the last one, I did, yeah, absolutely fine. Yeah, so you wait for that bounce. Because now trend kind of has to go in one direction, okay? When it's in that one directional trend, all it will do is keep going down or keep going up. That's what it will do. You know full well that the JPY is absolutely kicking it. USD has nothing. It's got crude oil today. It's got red folders. It's got news on everything that the US has possibly got. Late in, exactly, Kemi. You entered it late and still got a clearance on it. Absolutely perfect. Well done. Do you know what I mean? So late entries like that is absolutely fine. As long as you know that you're clearing the trail line pointing down, your stock line's coming down, your MACD is now coming over the top. So you have a good chance of clearing that trade. Okay. Now, like I said earlier about taking one trade at a time. Now, I was quite tempted to take 3 or 4 on this one, maybe 2 on this one, but I didn't. Take one at a time. Okay, so those ones had cleared. I've cleared mine. Kemi's cleared hers. Luke obviously didn't take it. That's fine. But if you look, it's now coming back up to that price. Starting to come back up. So when you look at it realistically from a candle's point of view or a chart's point of view, when you see that candle bounce 3 times off that price, it's coming down or going back up. Okay, that's the rules. The rules in my mind are saying I'm going to wait for 3 times for the bounce. Did it first time, I was like, yeah, this is going to do it. Second time, it was perfect. And third time, bang, at the top of the candle, it stayed there, 1, 2, 3, took the trade, come back down. And that's exactly what it did. Okay, so that's just a tip for you guys to you sort of learn and memorize in your head. Always count to three in your head, because after 3 seconds, the momentum for that currency will start kicking in. It takes 3 seconds for momentum to change. Okay, so obviously this is now looking at because it's now heading downwards. I've still got a MACD coming down. Okay, so obviously I'm looking at this from my point of view. Even if you can't see that candle bouncing, it's done it twice now. It's bounced twice. Will it do it the third time? It didn't. It didn't do it the third time. Look how small the candle was coming up. If a candle wanted to move in a one directional trend, it would literally just keep going. But it didn't. It did it twice. This candle did it twice. Will it do it the third time? Let's see what happens on the third attempt. Okay, 3 times it bounced. 3 times, 4 times. Right, okay, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. That's fine. I don't care. So I know we're going to get a bounce here. Come to that trail line. Come to the trail line and bounce. 1, 2. Check the 1 minute. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Remember, UJPY is the strongest. I'm going to wait for this to 1 sec. Hang on. Sell, 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 and then sell and sell. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so we're getting a few bounces on this. Absolutely fine. I don't mind that. So the last bounce that hit was at 683. It bounced at 683 twice. Okay, and then carried on going. So now it's heading to 690 again. Or is it 691? No, 692, sorry. Heading to 692 again. It's bouncing off 692. 692 for a bounce. Twice. Twice it's done it. Waiting on it, waiting on it. So 692, it does like that zone. It likes the 692 area. I was there, wasn't it? Yeah, 692. 692 for a bounce. That's what it's liking at the moment. Oh my days. 692 is holding at 691. It's holding that price. Holding at 691. So obviously on this one, I took it at 691 and at 683 because it bounced at 683 3 times. Done it twice on 691. So I took one at 691 as well. So this is multiple trades. This is two trades going on here. At the moment, they're both clear at the moment. I'm waiting for that drop to see that there's a little bit more resistance in the USD for JPY to bring this down. Okay, so 1 minutes have all gone to buy. That's absolutely fine, but we've still got sales on the 5 minute. This is going from our own personal analysis, knowing the fact that trend may change direction into our favor. This may well be a load of pullback candles. That's all it might be. If you look, 1 minute, they had 2 pullback candles, and we have two candles coming back down. So 683 and 691 were your entry points to come back down. You had a pause at 683 for quite a while, and then it went back up, 691, held position, and then it came back down. MACD has sort of kind of in the realms of crossing over in the next couple of candles, but we're hoping to see if we can get in we had a good price on this. At the moment, 691 is clearing, but 682 isn't. We need a little bit of rejection here for the USD. And let JPY bring this down. Hopefully it does come back down. I've got 44 seconds on these. These were good trades. These were good trades, but they just didn't move the way I wanted them to move. Ended up getting stronger to come back up. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. We are going to experience this once in a while on these calls. But it does seem to like 703 now. It does like the look of it. 703, it literally bounced from 703 and it's just held that price. Am I going to get a drop in the last 10 seconds of this? Hopefully there's a drop. If not, absolutely doesn't really matter. I know the analysis was correct. It's just these candles blow my mind during the holiday season. So if you took a trade at 702, at the moment it's clearing. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily overtrade, like, don't feel pressured in taking trades on the calls. Obviously, sometimes the markets are like this. The 702 was a good number to take a trade on, coming back down. But at the moment, it doesn't look like a bearish candle has got the strength to do this. JPY is still the strongest though. So because it's in the consolidation zone, you do get some weird markings or some weird layouts happening, but ideally we'd want this to come out of that consolidation zone, out of this area here, but then to watch it go into one directional trend. If not, hopefully it comes back down to that mark. Comes back down to 136,529 to come back down, keep selling on that. At the moment, I've got a good feeling that something's about to happen. Next one. Fine. Something is going to happen probably in the next 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes, where JPY is going to kick up a fuss and it's going to come flying back down because USD has news at 1:30 and it's all USD news. So USD is really going to suffer. Okay. So if you are trading, at least wait until 1:30 to jump back on to see the effects of all of these folders that are coming through, because USD in my eyes probably is going to be really weak. Obviously, I don't get any predictions just yet until it's actually open. Let me just check that again. Yes, that's all USD. Okay, so it's dropping now. It's dropping now. So obviously the previous candle gave you an entry at 702, and this one was 692 because it held 692 and 702. 702 and 692 on these candles. So 10%, so 10-point difference in each one of them. But this candle is clearing 2 trades at the moment. So 702 should actually clear. 692 is clearing by 12 points. So we're still good. So my 702 is going to clear 692. Looks like it's going to clear as well, looking at where candle positioning is. Obviously, you could have got a better entry. 692 wasn't a great entry, to be fair, compared to 703 on this candle, because it came back to that point here. But it bounced off and came back down. So that's the reason why I took the trade. Did any of you get on this at a good price on this candle? If not, I would stop. Have a look at the market after 1:30, because 1:30 might actually be the point where USD gives up the fight completely. And just remember, when these currencies, one day they'll be strong, next day they'll be weak, and then they'll be strong again. It's all they do is swap strengths all the time, but manage to catch ones that are actually with the trend. On this one, so 692 actually cleared on my end, so obviously that's 2 trades done. So that's it. I'm done for this session at the moment. Guys, let me know your results in the chat for me. Put some to let me know if we had a positive session for you guys. It's all about predictions, where you're predicting the price is going to go, but we obviously give you the tools to show you where the movement's actually moving to. So let me know in the chat what your overall win loss is today. Hopefully we've all had a good session with very small losses. So in that, so at the moment I'm sat at 5-0. 5-0 on that. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely perfect. Luke, if you let me know what your results are, mate. Kemi, if you let me know. I know you've been taking trades as well, because you actually took some good entries on that on the last few candles. So Luke is 699, 723 cleared. So that's all good. Pants. Mate, it's okay. It's okay. Let us know in the chat. Let us know. It's all right. Don't be ashamed of your win loss, because obviously the problem is 4-3. Okay, Kemi, well done. You had more wins and losses, but these markets are going to be like this for not a long while. Just a short period of time. But yeah, we all have to learn to be versatile. Remember, don't overtrade. We can do this. It's just a case of waiting for these markets to set up in a really nice way. That doesn't always happen, but well done on those trades. Luke, don't worry about it, mate. I'll drop your WhatsApp after the call. It's absolutely fine. Right, today we've got a bit of there's a strange one going on today. We're scheduled to do a 5 p.m. session, but at this precise moment in time, we have our nephew's birthday party is 2 today, so 5 p.m. isn't going to work for us. So I'm waiting on Ali to contact us so he can jump on to do the 5 p.m. session. If not, join the session at 5 p.m. If the Zoom call closes, we're going to be doing a session tonight at 7 p.m. Okay, because looking back on last week and this week, 7 p.m. the markets are really good at that time. Okay, so that will be our second session today. We're not doing the 5 p.m. We'll be doing 7 p.m. But just jump on at 5. If Ali is on at 5, then obviously there won't be a 7 p.m. session. Okay, so it's all good on that front. So guys, hopefully see you at 5 p.m. and hopefully Ali turns up. If he can't make it, then we'll put a message in the Discord telling you that the session's at 7 p.m. Jump onto that, hopefully take some more trades and make those calls a little bit better. Okay, so I appreciate you guys coming on. 7:13. Okay, Luke, I'll give you, we'll talk about that in a minute. No worries, it's all good, mate. It's all good. 7:13. So yeah, okay, no problem, mate. I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna jump. The call will be on at 5 p.m. The meeting will be open at 5 p.m. But we'll let you know about Ali. If he doesn't show up, then obviously the call will be closed. But there is definitely one at 7 p.m. if he doesn't show up. Okay. If he does, no 7 p.m. All right. So okay, guys, I'm gonna speak to you in a bit. Catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck.